I just recently took up archery. Look at this. Dude, okay. It's not that gnarly. It looks really gnarly. So if you watch me on YouTube, this video is gonna be shot just slightly differently. I'm in my studio right now, so I'm actually gonna go over to where all my gear is in a minute. I wanna talk about gear that I will no longer be using and what I'm switching it out for. On the Pacific Northwest Trail, I really learned what I liked and what I didn't. Woo! Real fast. You walk into somewhere like REI and there's so much stuff. It's so overwhelming. And the best way to figure out what works for you is to get something and then take it out and use it. And then that's how you really learn if you made the right choice or you just totally f***ed up. Everything has its pros and its cons, and it's basically what will make your experience on the trail or even just traveling more comfortable. I'm just gonna start it off with a bang. So these are a few products that I will be switching out, no longer using, and then I'm gonna tell you what I'm swapping it out for. First and foremost are my shoes. I did at least 1,000 miles in these shoes. They are ready to go. So I'm switching out my Hoka 1-1s. The toe section for me was way too narrow. One of the reasons why I'm switching this out too, it's partially my fault. I got a size too small, and so my feet were just compressed, so tight, so tight. I highly recommend all hiking shoes, you need to get a size bigger. I got a half size bigger, it wasn't enough, you need to get a full size bigger. So I'm switching out the Hokas, we're doing the Ultras. Pretty sharp shoe. Like, look at the base of it. Per the recommendation of thru hiker Sean Sullivan, who I spotlighted 2 videos ago. It's got beautiful wide space for my toes. I also went up a full size, so I'm usually a 9. These are a 10. These were a 9.5, so didn't work. Go up that full size. So these are a 10. Here they are. Yes, I just got dirt all over my table. I did the PNT with a 119 special buck knife. It's a huge knife. It was very impressive for the people in Montana seeing me with this like huge buck knife. It was too big and it was too heavy and it was not practical at all. I needed a smaller compact knife. So this is also from Buck. It's a 364 rival knife that folds, unlike the 119 knife, which had a fixed blade. This is just so much smaller. It's gonna make so much more sense instead of that huge thing that was completely unnecessary. I wish I was like one of those cool people that was like, the last thing I'll be switching out is my sleeping pad. I did the Pacific Northwest Trail with a Sea to Summit Comfort Light. It was a great sleeping pad, but for some weird reason, Sea to Summit changed the way they inflate, blow air into the carrying case, and then squeeze that air into the actual sleeping pad. I don't hike with a carrying case. I don't want to bring that case. Switching out my Sea to Summit sleeping pad for a therm-a-rest Neo Air Extra Light. Like, this is what I'm talking about. I like sleeping pads that I can just blow into. Therm-a-rest, along with Sea to Summit, their products are always very reliable. I'm just changing it up. The thing though that these sleeping pad brands need to work on is the level of noise when you sleep on them. So we somehow have to just band together and create the ultimate sleeping pad that doesn't make any noise when you roll around on it. Yes. Another item that I will always hike with are patches. These are patches for your tent or your pack or anything that might rip. These things are so expensive. This one was like $10 at REI. I don't know why these patches are so much money. Mice one night got into my tent and ripped 2 holes in my tent, and I had nothing to patch it up except I think I had like medical tape. I ended up using medical tape, but patches could have been a lot more useful. So those are some items that I'm swapping out. Also moving forward, let me show you a couple of my other products that I will be continuing to use because they just worked for me. My sleeping bag, it's from REI. I absolutely positively love this sleeping bag. The one glitch, because every single product has a glitch, the zipper broke like the first week that I had it, and that was very disappointing. But in the zipper breaking, I sort of started to sleep with it like a quilt. So I just put my feet in it and then opened it up and just laid it across my chest. I got very comfortable with that. Can we just go back to these? I'm toying with the idea of hanging these up in my studio somewhere. Just haven't found the right spot. Sleeping pad, let's get that out of the way. Moving forward, definitely taking the Jetboil. Big Jetboil fan, probably had this one for the last 6 years. Sawyer water filtration. This is literally the greatest water filtration system on the planet from Sawyer. My Garmin InReach, definitely using this moving forward. You kind of need it, or else you might literally die. My portable charging device is from Anchor. This thing does the job. My 2 cons with it though, it's super, super heavy and it takes forever to recharge. Like I'm talking at least 12, 16 hours for it to recharge. Those are the 2 negative things, but it does the job. It charges everything like it's supposed to. Backpack. It's from Waymark, 100%. Gonna keep using this backpack. It's literally the best backpack. Super, super light. Tent. Oh my God, my tent looks so depressing. My tent is a Big Agnes Tiger Wall UL2. Only negative thing about it is the wind fly. Like I said in another video, the wind fly is way too short. I think it needs to be longer, at least 4 inches in all directions. But it's a great tent, it's really lightweight. I believe all tents kind of dry fast, but this tent in particular dries insanely fast. Trekking poles are from Black Diamond. I'll continue to use these. I did have rats chew off the straps on the handles, but I mean, that's all right. They work, so I'll continue to use those. My Chacos, 100% taking these. These saved my butt hiking over the Olympics where it was really damp. For those of you who like to film your hikes, I usually use an Osmo Action. Kind of does exactly what I need it to do, and it's super light. I'll do a whole nother product review on like tech stuff, and then I'll include that, but great camera for backpackers and hikers. Those are all my products, what works and what didn't. If there's something that you use that you really, really love, just direct message me on Instagram, let me know what it is. Bye!